Welcome back. I feel like listening to the Welcome Cotter theme. Welcome back to the Nightly Nuge.
I'm feeling mighty good, Keith. The spirit of the wild is alive and well, strong and free, and I had a bumper crop of middle fingers this year, so if anybody's short on Defiance, I can have them airlifted into your dining room with my A10 Warthog. How you doing, Keith? Did you miss me?
You know what I did, Ted, but you know what? I'm sure you had the same dilemma I had, and I just, in fact, saw it firsthand down in Dallas recently. People have been asking for months, where is the Nightly Nuge?
Well, you know, improvise, adapt, overcome, and priorities. I'm a busy, crazy busy, all-American, roustabout, guitar arrow flinging, we the people, crowbar wielding, A10 Warthog for truth, logic, and common sense. So we've been really, really busy. But you and I keep in touch on a daily basis because the horror story that is the United States of America and the world around us right now has never been more toxic, more heartbreaking, and sadder. It's really a sad state of affairs. So I know that people are looking for the celebration of what they know in their heart and soul, their instinct of God, family, country, Constitution, Bill of Rights, 10 Commandments, Golden Rule, Declaration of Independence, the man in the arena, the work ethic, the great white buffalo, and the swirling dust of the American dream, where we put our heart and soul into being the best that we can be. We might stumble, but we get right back up and continue with the onslaught of this unique experiment, self-government, and law and order, which has pretty much vanished. So you and I and our families and everybody out there I know, by the way, it's just the confirmation, the celebration that what is our truth, logic, and common sense happens to be the truth, logic, and common sense, and it is alive and well out there. No matter where Shemaine and I go, she's got a Real America Voice, Faith and Freedom. I have a Real America Voice Spirit Campfire. We're filming our Spirit of the Wild TV show every day for the Pursuit channel. There's a lot going on. I'm making great music. I'm raising massive hell. So it's good to be back on the Nightly Nuge to celebrate all the good to try and accomplish the crushing of all the runaway evil out there today. So thank you for that.
All around this great country, people are going, oh my gosh, it's so great to see Ted back. So let's just jump right in, okay? Lawfare. Everyone in the country's talking about it. Everywhere that I've been recently, that's the only topic that anyone is talking about. How in the world, they ask me, can a government be so tyrannical to turn on Donald Trump like they have in trumped up legal cases after trumped up legal cases? Me as a practicing attorney, everyone I know in my field, even the ones that are lost souls liberal, all admit there was no crime in New York. They came up with a crime to satisfy the need to get President Trump. So it's a big topic, Ted, and I don't even want to guide you, but people want to hear what Ted Nugent thinks about this lawfare that's being used against Donald Trump.
Well, let's give a wonderful Uncle Ted truth, logic, and common sense overview, shall we? There is a Supreme Court justice named Jackson who is a woman, but she cannot tell you what a woman is. When she was interviewed for a Supreme Court justice position, my friends, a Supreme Court justice who is a woman cannot and will not tell you what a woman is, but she's in charge of making life and death decisions for we the people. All right, let's jump now into the Manhattan version of that, where the district attorney campaigned, the attorney general campaigned, the judge campaigned, the friends of the court, the governor campaigned, the mayor campaigned to get Trump. Well, we don't have a crime, but if we get Trump, we'll just make up crimes. That's what we're witnessing. The judge is a Biden genuflector. His wife and his daughter are Biden supporters and actually work for the Biden administration, who on God's good green earth, it's actually a mossy oak camouflaged earth, who on God's good green mossy oak camouflaged earth could possibly say, yeah, what happened to Donald Trump in Manhattan? Yeah, that's justice. It's bizarro immorality craziness out there. So once again, we identify the house is on fire, Keith, but we're not going to point at the flames more than a nanosecond. Now we're going to get giant hoses and we're going to flood the flames with water. And the way you do that is for everybody to go to hunternation.org. I swear to God, it sounds too easy, too simple to be true. Start by going to hunternation.org so we can start to galvanize the conservative voting army to vote in constitutionalists, conservatives, conservationists. We the people can do that. If you're not registered to vote, you don't vote family values, God, family, country, law, and order, then the judge in the courtroom in Manhattan thinks you're his buddy. Let me put it this way too. Did anybody out there other than me call their mayor and articulate the atrocity of the Trump trial? How about your state police trooper? How about your sheriff? How about your city cop? How about your senator, your congressman, your governor's office? We should be flooding in an overwhelming, outrageous, voluminous fashion that all of our elected employees hear from we the people that we condemn the glaring, irrefutable anti-justice that is being perpetrated on Donald Trump, who represents the best families in America, because what they do to him, they're actually doing to us. Voice your belief system to all your elected employees, and be sure you join us at hunternation.org. I'm telling you, Keith, a lot of people, they go, well, what does that have to do? It's not about duck hunting. It's not about venison. HunterNation.org is about circling the conservative, constitutional, conservation wagons and making sure that people who believe in God, family, country, and real justice, and you can actually identify what a woman is, and that men should not be able to destroy women's athletic records, and boys pretending to be girls cannot go into the women's locker room or bathroom and rape the girls pretending. If you believe in that stuff, that's what hunternation.org is about, is voting people that believe in the same family values as the good American families. Hunternation.org.
So the people that orchestrated these lawfares, the last one being up in Manhattan, but it's going on in Georgia, there's been others, New York, etc., they think this is the way they're going to get Donald Trump. He's now a convicted felon, of course, subject to appeals. They think this is going to help them defeat Donald Trump in November of 2024. Shortly after the verdict, I think the president drove down to New Jersey, was at the UFC event, and the crowd just went wild to see him. In Ted Nugent's opinion, do you think these cases are hurting Donald Trump or helping him in the grand scheme of what we the people are going to do in November?
Well, one of the most beautiful things about me, there's so many you can't keep track, but one of the most beautiful things about me is that my opinion doesn't matter. I would rather gather evidence, witness actual occurrences, and then voice the truth, logic, and common sense. That the left is so unhinged, the Democrat Party is so drunk on their lies that they can't see that good, conscientious families across America and around the world, I hear from people from all around the world, I'm telling you, Keith, people in Australia and Japan and Ireland and Great Britain. Remember when Britain was great? And in Germany and France, they literally are going, Ted, what is this? What was that? So what we saw at the Blue Zone of New York and New Jersey wrestling event, the unprecedented, voluminous, 100% respect and support for Donald Trump has never existed for any Democrat, especially Joe Snake Devil Biden. So it is backfiring because good, conscientious people, which is the majority of America. This year,
I agree.
Safaris, I'm going to spend another, I think, 200 American hunters around the campfire at Sunrise Acres, and I've been doing this for 40 years. So it's not my opinion, it's my gathering of the sincere pulse of good, hardworking, conscientious American families that see that the Democrats have lost their mind and they've lost their soul, and it's actually causing heretofore liberal Democrat demographics switching over to the great Donald Trump, because anybody that finds fault with the slogan, "Make America Great Again," obviously thinks we should make America rotten again. The Democrats are flushing America down the toilet, and good people are seeing it manifested in this horrific anti-justice Manhattan kangaroo court, and Donald Trump is loved now more than ever. He's raised over $225 million. That is a financial middle finger, the likes of which I celebrate on a massive scale. In fact, the Nugent family, we have sent lots of money to Donald Trump.
Well, we're going to kind of tip our listeners into something. Ted and I have been working very hard to bring the nightly Nuge to television. We're very close to that, so stay tuned. But what I can tell you, I can't commit beyond this week, but we have Ted's commitment to every night this week. And if you come back tomorrow night, you're going to hear Uncle Ted talk about one of his closest friends, Dr. Fauci. Tomorrow night, right here on the Nightly News. Welcome back, Ted.
I feel welcome. I always feel welcome with you, Keith.